Hello, Facebook fans and YouTube fans of DX Engineering. It is Tuesday afternoon here in the Eastern time zone of the USA. It is 18:15 Zulu on November 19th, 2024. And this is Tuesdays with DX Engineering. This is a show where we typically feature one of our DX Engineering sales and technical support employees. And today we have Kirk, K4RO from Tennessee. Hello, Kirk.
Howdy, everyone.
So, Kirk, you're one of the new guys, one of the newest of the team here. And let's not forget that the team has over 1,000 years of combined experience, which is just wild. How's it been going, Kirk? What about the job? Is it a job or is this just fun?
It's a job, but it's probably the most fun job I've had. It's just great to work with this team. It's great to work with our customers. I learn so much every day. Having been in this hobby nearly half a century, I figured I knew a lot of what there was to know. Nah, wrong. It's just such a big hobby. There's so many facets, so many interesting avenues to explore, and I learn as much from the customers, I think, as they learn from we do. So it's really great.
So, Kirk, have you been talking about like maybe parks on the air or maybe some MCOM?
Covering stuff I never knew anything about, like portable operations, parks on the air, learning the myriad of different antenna systems available. They're field deployable, emergency power systems, solar charging, mobile mounts and installations. These are all fairly new topics to me, even though I've had a radio in the car and such. It's just there's so many people doing so many interesting things out there with ham radio, and it's really a joy to work with them and to learn as I go along. And it's even got me thinking about a few things I might want to try someday, like parks on the air, for example.
So, Kirk, I mean, you've had experience with HF mobile operation, right?
I have actually my first real experience with it was just this year in September. I was fortunate to join AD4EB and N4ZZ for the Tennessee QSO party. And we just made a ton of contacts driving all over the beautiful state of Tennessee. And it was a wonderful experience. And deep thanks to Jim for making it all happen, because he's put a lot of work into building one heck of a mobile station.
You know, and the amount of work that it takes to do a mobile station right, not just throw it in, go into the cigarette lighter and all that sort of stuff. That takes a lot of work, right?
It really does. Jim is a great engineer as well as a great operator, and he really applied his engineering skills to just making that station as quiet and as loud as it can be. It was just remarkable. You would have never known you were in a car going down the highway at 70 miles an hour, working guys close to 200 an hour. It's just like, it was almost like being a K3LR, except pile-ups didn't last quite as long. And not as much DX.
No, but it takes just as much focus and just as much time to do the station right. And I know when you're talking to customers, you're helping them to do the right thing to maximize their station. Maybe it's an end fed, maybe it's a dipole, maybe it's a vertical in the backyard, right?
That's right. And no matter what everybody has to work within limitations. I mean, even you have limitations up there. And so it's a matter of explaining, what can be done within those limitations. And for some people, the best they can do is an end-fed half wave. And if they get it up properly, they're going to have a ton of fun with it. And other people, have different limitations. And so we work within those as well.
What about the opportunity, Kirk? And I know that you've heard me talk about this on sales calls and so forth, but the opportunity when something goes wrong with a customer, with maybe the shipment, maybe UPS does something bad, or maybe we send them the wrong thing. What about that opportunity to take care of the customer?
Well, the great thing about working at DX Engineering is that the sales and tech support team is empowered to do what it takes to make things right for the customer. And so while they may call us considerable anxiety at first, we can assure them that we're going to take care of them, that we're going to do it quickly, and that we're going to make it right for them one way or another. And while it's not possible to please everybody on this earth, we certainly go the extra mile and then some to really do right by our customers. And there's a lot of gratitude that comes back for that attitude. People recognize it, and they know that we're going to take care of them. And it's good to be a part of a team that cares that much. It really is.
You know, in your 50 years worth of experience in this hobby, Kirk, you've seen a lot. You've bought from a lot of different places before you came to work here. I mean, you know, you've bought from a lot of what are our competitors now. And so you understand the experience, right?
I really do. And I also hear it from customers who frequently tell me, I used to do business over here. I used to work with these folks. And they said, once we realized what kind of service you provide, we don't do business anywhere else. It's really a cut above, and it's cut above not just ham radio service, but really pretty much any business I've dealt with, whether, manufacturing or service industry. It's really remarkable just how true the dedication is to the customer here. It's not just talk. It's for real.
And there's struggles too, Kirk. How about a guy who's bought something from MFJ and he didn't take it out of the box for 6 months or 9 months? What happens now?
Well, it's depending on the situation. We'll bend over backwards to try to find a spare insulator or something for parts that are no longer being manufactured. It is a problem with some of the ex-MFJ businesses where parts have just become unobtainium and there's no way to get them. But, we'll have Heather get on the phone with someone at High Gain and place some queries. And next thing we know, we've got a bag of parts and it's on its way to the customer. Had one of those experiences just this week.
And that's the thing. It's all about follow-up too, because the opportunity to do customer service, when everything's going well and, everything gets shipped by 10 o'clock, the orders come in, it gets shipped that night, as long as it's in stock. I mean, that's one thing. And we love that about this company, but the opportunity when things don't go well, that's really where customer service comes in. Kirk, let's take a look at the chat room. We've got John, Kilo Charlie 4, Lima Zulu November on, and also Rodney, Kilo Juliet 5, Fox Whiskey Charlie, and our friend from Germany, it's Uncle Gunter, Delta Kilo 5, Oscar Norway Victor. He likes to be on the Rhine River and doing portable operations. We got Barry, Germany 6, Juliet Mike X-ray on. And Mel is November Echo 9 Alpha. He says, I always send new hams to DX Engineering. I buy first there because of your great support of DX Expeditions. Your support never under or order sells. Prices are respectable. The sponsoring DX Expeditions and these guys that are out there risking their lives in some cases, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And putting in a lot of work to give us a contact.
Right. So we want to make sure they have a great opportunity. Anthony, Kilo Mike 6, Sierra Oscar X-ray is on today. And Pat, Whiskey 3, Radio Golf Alpha. DX Engineering has the best customer service I've ever seen. And another chat here from Mel. He says, I was missing a part from a Chameleon on a DXE order, and the support was in 1 minute. So that's really good. We got Michael, W3MLJ, from near Pittsburgh, up in Zelienople. You know where that is, Kirk.
Oh, I sure do.
One of the best weekends of the year is coming up this weekend. He's looking forward to CQ Worldwide CW. Bubba's on. I ordered a fiberglass mast that had one section missing. All I needed was the missing section. Here, DX Engineering sent me a whole new mast. Terrific customer service. And that's from Bubba, November 4, Queen Mike. We've also got Leo on, Kilo Delta 9, Sierra Delta X-Ray. Leo says DX Engineering is the best. Our friend Jimmy Cessna, Kilo Bravo 8 November, on with us. And then Gary Sutcliffe. You know Gary Kirk, W9 X-Ray Tango.
Hi, Gary.
United Micro, doing a great job building all sorts of great products that we're able to sell and take care of the customers. And
former NCJ editor, NCJ columnist with what I believe was the longest running column that ever ran in NCJ.
Was it like 30 years, Kirk?
It was an incredibly long time. Contest trips, tips and techniques.
Yes.
Thanks for all the good info, Gary.
Just super info. John is on from St. Croix, Kilo Papa 2 Charlie Yankee as well. So lots of great operators on here today. And, Kirk, when somebody new calls in, somebody who's just got a license calls in and gets the opportunity to talk to you, what kind of advice do you give these newcomers?
Well, those are often the most rewarding calls of all, to help somebody get their feet off the ground. And I try to remind them that the ham radio station is never complete, and they shouldn't try to get it all done in 1 minute, because it really is a journey type thing. You learn as you go along, you try new things. And I try to tell them to relax and enjoy it, because there can be a lot of anxiety when you're getting ready to drop real money on some radio gear and put up serious antennas and such. So, I try to keep the emphasis on fun, and also try to dispel some of the myths that are pretty common among hams, especially new hams might have heard something that's not quite exactly correct. And so it's an opportunity to help train and teach them just some of the basics to help them have more fun with the hobby. And it's really rewarding. And I'm often surprised at how bright and intelligent some of the new folks are, who really are eager to learn. And it's just a joy to work with folks like that.
Well, Kirk, it is great that newcomers can get to talk to somebody like you that has over 50 years experience in this hobby, and have been there, done that, and can help, new folks that are just getting licensed. Gary W9XT says 35 years. 35 years with the NCJ. That is an incredible commitment. And Gary, we thank you for everything that you've done, not only for the NCJ, but for the amateur radio hobby. I mean, it's just been fantastic. Kirk, it is great to have you as a member of this team, and just so solid. And anybody who calls in and gets the opportunity to talk to K4RO, you're going to come away saying, wow, this guy knows his stuff, and he's got, he's empowered to make decisions, to take care of the customer. And that's what we love about Kirk and the rest of our team here at DX Engineering. So Kirk, thank you so much. Good luck to you. And I hope you have a great weekend here coming up.
Thank you, Tim. And my gratitude to the whole DXE team and to our customers, and look forward to seeing you in a few days.
All right. Sounds good. Thank you for all of you for watching today. It's been a lot of fun here talking with Kirk, K4RO down in Tennessee, one of the DX Engineering superstars here in sales and customer support. And we'll see you all next time, 73. Until then.